The following broadcast is brought to you by the iGolf Sports Network. The Women of Golf show is sponsored by the iGolf Sports Network and Golf Tips magazine. iGolf Sports is a live stream broadcast and media production company providing quality programming designed to attract the golfing enthusiast. And Golf Tips, the game's most in-depth instruction magazine, with insightful reviews on the latest equipment, tips from top teaching professionals, helping you improve your game from tee to green. Good morning, welcome to the Women of Golf, the #1 women's golf show around the world, with host Ted Odorico and Cindy Miller. Join them as they interview some of the best players from the Epson, LPGA and Legends Tour, and so many others helping to elevate women's golf. So without further ado, here are your hosts, Ted and Cindy.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're excited to have our featured guest this morning, Clay Simpson. He's the Logistics and Operations Manager of Skyhawk Technologies, which is the parent company of SkyGolf. And with over 16 years at SkyGolf and an avid golfer himself, Clay's passion for the game shines through every product demo and on-course showcase. He leads his knowledge of GPS technology as an air weapons director in the United States Air Force, along with his love for the game, make him the perfect fit for SkyGolf. So, Cindy, let's welcome our special guest this morning, Clay Simpson.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ted. Once again, that introduction, I'm going to have to record it and replay it over and over again. So,
yeah, no, I appreciate that. And let me just say thank you for your service as well. I meant to.
Yeah.
Clay was on with me on Thursday night on my show, Golf Talk Live, as my special guest. And of course, he was excited about coming on the Women of Golf with Cindy and I. And I didn't get a chance to say that. So thank you for your service in the Air Force.
yeah, this year,
Wait, I got
sorry,
to ask.
Cindy, go
So
ahead.
what's an air weapons what did you do?
An air weapons director.
What's that mean?
It means I told our pilots where to shoot bad guys out of the sky and where to drop bombs.
You did not.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
I want to do that. Did you get them?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, I spent 9 months in Afghanistan, so yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
How cool are you?
so I'm not that cool. I'm just your average guy.
No, thank you so much for your service. That's
Yeah,
great.
Awesome.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So, anyways, I wanted to thank you for all that you've done for the nation, and we appreciate that. So, all right, we got limited time this morning, so we're going to jump right in it. So, give us a little bit of SkyGolf's history, if you don't mind, just sort of what's behind the technology, just so that the folks tuning in get an understanding of what it's about.
Right. So 25 years ago, if you can believe that, Sky Caddies have been in the golf industry now for over 25 years. So we're celebrating our silver anniversary this year, and we actually we actually brought GPS into the golf arena. So
Wow.
handheld GPS units weren't really around until Sky Caddy came into golf. So we've kind of invented that category in golf. So we started off with a Palm Pilot and a CD that you would load the program onto your Palm Pilot back in the day with an external GPS antenna that would connect to that Palm Pilot. And we've gone all the way down to today to where we have the Pro 5X, Pro 4X, the LX5, the LX2. So it's been quite a ride, and I've enjoyed being there for now 17 years. I've been with the company, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
That's great.
Yeah, Clay enjoys the technology side of it, and obviously a lot of other things as well. And it's just amazing what's available. And I want to get you to talk about, because I know you guys have a new launch that's just come out, the Pro 4X. So from Sky Caddy. So tell us about that's a new release. How does it differ from some of the earlier Sky Caddy models? Obviously, you just mentioned what the beginnings were, but what about some of the more recent models? What's sort of been upgraded?
Mhm. Well, the Pro 4X now has a new upgraded GPS engine, a new GPS antenna upgrade. Of course, it has upgraded graphics, and it has upgraded um, workings inside. The motherboard and all that kind of stuff that drives it. All that stuff is newly upgraded. The new Bluetooth inside. The Bluetooth and all that is to be used with the new super tags that we have out that you and I discussed the other night,
Mhm.
which does the game track or the swings track system, which allows you to not only track your game of golf, but also gives you a 3D replication of your golf swing and gives you 15 different data points at 5 times during your swing. And it also does putting. So all that can be done on the newer units, the Pro 5X, the Pro 4X, and yeah, yeah.
All right, so stop.
Okay, stop. Cindy says rewind.
Yeah. What the hell are you telling me? So, do you have one in front of you? Show it to me.
This is the
Oh,
Pro
it's on.
4X.
Wait a minute. It's not on your phone, or is that your phone and
No,
that's it?
this is a handheld device that you can take to the golf course yourself.
So I'm playing around the golf.
Mm-hmm. Turn it on. Give it a second to boot up. So you're playing around golf, and what it does, this is really like an electronic yardage book in the palm of your hand. Is exactly what it's like. It'll show you the hole, and it'll have a place where you can move the target around, and it'll give you distances from that target and then to where the center of the green is. Or if your golf course has pin settings, you can actually put the actual pin setting in for the day, and then it gives you numbers to the flag. So let me pull this up real quick. So
Okay, so
it's really
let's say
unique.
I'm doing a playing lesson
I
Friday.
don't know if, I don't know if you can see that or not.
No, scooch it
Move
over.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there. All right, so I'm doing a
Kind of washed
playing
out a
lesson
little bit.
Friday. That's okay. And we want to teach somebody how far they hit it.
How they
So
far
we
to hit it? Well, it's going to show you down here on the bottom. You can see where it starts. And that's going to
Mhm.
show what tee box you starting on. Okay,
right.
and if they hit their driver or 3-wood, whatever, you see the little golf ball down here in the far corner. You can
Mhm.
simply
No, but
tap
that's
that.
fine.
You can simply tap that, and you can say, okay, well, I hit my driver at that point. I'll say 3-wood, and then wherever you end up in the fairway, that little marked ball will turn into a symbol that says that's how far you hit it. Okay. Now,
So
if
you
you're
put
using
that in. This is where I hit my ball.
Yeah.
right, right,
Okay.
exactly, and then that will track your number. Now, if you're using the smart tags, um, it'll do that for you automatically because when you pull the club out of the bag, it's going to know what club it is, and then once you hit it, it's going to say, okay, at this point in the round, I hit my 3-wood, and I hit my 3-wood, 230 yards, and I ended up here. And it's going to show me what my swing speed was for that 3-wood. But the other
So the
great part
smart
of
tag's
that,
going in my grip.
they go in the end of your grip. They screw into the end of your grip with a lock washer on the bottom.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's like a little cap almost, and it
Yeah, yeah,
screws
yeah.
in. Yeah,
it is.
and
It is.
yeah, and it's really great. And I know you probably won't be able to show this, Clay, or if you can, it'd be great. But he did a 3D image the other night on the show of the golf swing, so you could replay. That's what he's doing right now. Is just turn it just a little bit. I think you can see. Yeah, there you go, right
Oh,
there.
got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so go ahead,
So
Clay.
now I can move this, see down the line. I can see over the top. I can move this all the way around to different ways, and then I can play this swing, and I can see my swing, right? And then if I back out of that swing, I get all kinds of different information. I'm sure it's probably hard to see, but
Yeah, it's
it,
a little bit.
it'll tell me my club head speed, my swing tempo, my hand speed, my backswing length. That swing was 15 degrees short of parallel. Um, but you can all the different measurements, the swing metrics. You can go in and see the ones you want to see and select the ones you don't want to see. The Pro 4X is $349.95.
That's great.
Mhm.
It comes with your first year subscription for free.
Wow.
And then after that, you will have a yearly subscription, which is you can get one for the state you play in. You can get one for the entire United States. You can get one for the entire world. We've got over 35,000 golf courses in the 25 years we've been in business that we have actually professionally walked and mapped from a golfer's perspective on the ground. We have
Come
not
on.
no satellite, no Google Earth or anything like that. Um, so Uh, the Legends Tour over in the UK and in Europe. They use these devices on tour over there. The players actually do it. I've been lucky enough, not this year, but the previous 2 years, to be at the senior PGA championships, to over there to be with our players that actually have our devices. They use it. They cannot tell me enough how valuable these products are for them, because
Wow.
they can, like, my caddy and I don't have to think about yardage any longer. We can just simply look at the device, know the yardage, grab a club, and go. He goes, it speeds up our game and it makes things so much easier.
Oh, absolutely.
So for the pro side, that's really great. But what about the people who are
Oh,
newer to
yeah.
golf, or the 36 handicappers,
Oh,
25
God,
handicappers
yeah.
out there, right? So yardage is still important to them to know where to stay out of trouble, right?
Mhm.
And we can do
Oh,
that
and
with
how to
them.
play a hole.
Right, exactly. And then there are times, even when I play, you hit an offline shot, right? And you find yourself over in the woods and you're like, okay, I need to punch out of here. What's my safe distance to punch out of here to leave myself a yardage
Oh,
that I'm comfortable with
absolutely.
going into the green? And I can simply drag that cursor out and get that yardage. And then it makes myself feel a lot more comfortable on the golf course, which then when I'm more comfortable on the golf course, I'm going to make better decisions and perform a better golf swing. So that's some things that a lot of other devices can't do that ours can do. Um,
Absolutely.
and
And
on
you
top
can
of it,
see it better. And I don't have to
absolutely.
go like this while I'm shaking, right?
Right, right.
Fine. Yeah.
Um, how much is the one with the tags?
Um, the tags are separate, right?
Okay.
You can get a set of 14 tags for $4.99.
Okay.
Right?
That's
That's
cool.
all 14 tags that come with it. And then they will hook up to the Pro 5X, Pro 4X with
How
no
much is a
problem.
Pro 5X?
Pro 5X, right now it's the same price as the Pro 4X. It's $349 because it's
That's
with
stupid.
our 25th anniversary sale and our Father's Day promotion. You get $50 off. So
Right.
um,
All right, you gonna hook me up?
I'm going to hook you up. We're going to
Okay.
get you. We're going to get you. Ted's got one on the way if he doesn't
Yeah.
already have it.
What the
At
hell?
his
I'm in the
home.
Hall of Fame. Screw Ted.
Well, Ted was on our list. I didn't know
Oh,
Right.
about you, Cindy,
okay.
until Ted
Right.
told me about you. So we're
That's
gonna
right.
we're
You're
gonna
getting
get
it.
you
I'm
something.
just a
You're
punk from
getting it,
Silver Creek, right?
Cindy. You're getting it because of me, so
Oh,
you should be
oh, okay,
grateful.
Ted. Oh, thank you so much, Ted.
I put in a
So
good word for you.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Clay.
one of the other incredible things that our device does that no other device out there does is what we call our IntelliGreen or IntelliGreen Pro. This screen,
Turn it
let
a
me
little
see
bit.
if I can make it better.
Right there.
Okay. You can see on the side, they've got some dark green lines on either side of the green. That shows you the top of the ridge. And then the light green shading shows you how those contours fall, right? So this shows you that it falls back to the middle of the green, right? Now,
Mhm.
that's really kind of cool. There's some other companies out there who are showing you, how greens break and stuff like that. But what our green does that no other company can do is this green will rotate based on my angle of approach coming
Come
in.
on.
So I'll always have my true front, middle, back numbers coming into that green.
Mhm.
So if I do hit that errant shot and I end up in another fairway, this green's going to rotate to me and show me my true front, middle, back coming in and any hazards, distance to hazard that I have on that line of play.
Yeah,
So we
Holy
own that
cow.
patent, so nobody else can do it.
that's
There you
perfect.
go.
That's
Smart
good. Yeah,
guy.
that's good, Clay. We can see it perfect right now.
Yeah, that right there is perfect.
So talk about the Game Track 360 system, and I know you've touched on some of it here.
Yeah.
What does it do? What's the purpose of it, and what does it do? How does it generally work?
Well, simply what you do is you get the tags and you screw them in the butt of your clubs. When the tag, we'll call it when it wakes up, is what it'll say on your device, you have a tag that's unassigned, right? So you'll then take your device, or you can use our app on iOS or through the Google Store, and you'll set the device on the club face, right? And it has this little uh, calibration system you do. So the device sits there, and you press your thumbs on either side, and you put this little dot in the middle of the club face, and then you'll swing it back left or right, which then it calibrates the club. what that's doing is the club and the unit are talking together. So it not only knows the face angle, so it knows the club you're using, but it knows the distance, the length of the club. So that helps with swing speed and all that kind of different stuff. So
Come
it's
on.
really kind of amazing. And then once you get all of your clubs done, all the way down through your putter, you simply now just go play golf. That's all you do. You don't have to connect it or anything again. It's already all connected. Once you start playing golf, you simply go play golf. And then while you're playing golf, it'll plot you through your hole. So I'm on the tee box. I hit my driver out to hopefully to the middle of the fairway, which is where we all want to play from.
Right.
I'll then take my device with me out in the fairway, and I'll say I'm hitting 9-iron to the green. Um, when I pull my 9-iron out, it's going to know that my 9-iron is there. I'm going to swing it, and it's going to mark the place where I hit the ball from. Then when I walk up to the green, it's going to know where I start putting from. And then at the end of that round, I can set where the pin was, and it's going to track my putts also into that hole. So how can this happen, and how is it so accurate? Is because of the GPS engines we have in our devices, along with the GPS antenna, and how we map golf courses, all that accuracy, right? 95% of the time, our devices say you're within 1 to 3 yards of where you're standing, right? If I could hit a golf ball to within 1 to 3 yards of where I was standing every time, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd be somewhere else playing professionally, right? And winning a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
A
Right.
lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
Right.
But the accuracy is second to none. There's nobody out there more accurate on ours. We are touting now. These devices are as accurate as a laser. So we've had some people out on the golf course where I've played with some friends of mine who have a laser, but I've now converted them over. Um, to where they would shoot the pin, and I'd be standing there, and I'd tell them what it was before they got their hands steady enough to see what the pin was. I'd tell them what the distance was already, and then I would ask them, "Oh, while you're there, what is it to the front of the green and the back of the green with that laser? Can you tell me?"
Right.
Nope, they can't tell me because there's no target for them to shoot the front or the back.
Right.
So I'm just like,
Or to
I'm giving you
carry the
more numbers than
bunker.
you can. I'm giving
Right.
you more numbers really quickly than you
Yeah.
can, and I'm saving time, playing faster, and playing better
Right.
all at the same time.
How do I
Clay,
carry that bunker, or what is it to that tree, or whatever?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Let me ask you just a quick follow-up on statistics and that. So obviously, as I'm playing around, it's recording the statistics into that round, correct?
Correct. It is.
Okay. So how now at the end of the day, can I then take the stats from, say, let's say I played 3 rounds this coming weekend. So will it now it's recording it or uploading it to each round, but can I then get sort of a chart and do a comparison? Is it have that?
Absolutely.
Come
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cindy. This is a game changer
Oh
here.
my God.
So at the end of your round, you can do one of two things. You can either hit sync, and it'll Wi-Fi sync itself, and all this information will then go up to your SkyGolf 360 account, which you can go onto our website and look at your stats there. Or you can simply go back and look at the round again on your device if you want to, right? You can go back and say, you know what, on hole number 4, that par 5, my approach shot into the green, I hit it really, really fat. Why did I do that? Well, I can go to hole 4, look at swing number 3, and I can look at all the data and see the swing in 3 motions. So, maybe I can do a little self-correction right then and there, saying, okay, now I see exactly why I hit that golf ball fat.
Because
It
you
was
had the
because
tags in the club.
because the tags were in the club, right? Now, on the website, it does even more information, right? On the website, not only does it give you all this data that breaks down your score, you can set a handicap goal in on the website. So I normally play to about a 12, 15 handicap. I'm trying to get that lower. Just haven't made it yet. But I've got mine set now to a 10. I've got my handicap set to a 10 on my 360 account. So every time I upload a score, it gives me shots gained and shots lost per hole based on how I'm playing towards a 10 handicap. So now I can see where I'm gaining and losing strokes. So then when I go take my next lesson, I can say, look, here's my trend over the last 3 rounds. My mid irons have been killing me because I'm losing strokes with my mid irons from the fairway.
Yeah.
So can we work on that today? So that's valuable information to get the most bang for your buck from your instructor. You can see where you're losing strokes, and then you can take that to your instructor for them to be able to help you even further in your game.
So do you have an instructor or two that has drills that help people?
That's funny that you ask. Let me show you a little something here.
Because you should have the only married couple in the world that have played on the PGA Tour, the LPGA Tour, the Champions Tour, and the Legends Tour doing drills on your app that would help you do that. And one of them's sitting right in front of you right now.
Okay, let me show you a little something here. So this is one of my swings, and it's a 9-iron swing that says I did it 71 miles an hour, right?
Mhm.
And then it breaks it down, and all the different data points have this information in there, and it will tell you exactly what clubhead speed is. It goes through a little spiel about clubhead speed, and then down at the bottom, it tells you how to fix that clubhead speed, drills you can do, right? And I told you, Ted, last week that we've been working with Chris Trott, Trotty Golf. He's a spokesman that we use a lot, and he's went through all these different things, and he's showed people how to what does it mean, and how can I correct it if I have some issues, right? So there are some
Right.
tips in here to do that, but you can also take that to, again, your own professional instructor and say, okay, I'm trying to increase my clubhead speed. Give me some drills to do that. I shared a story with Ted on Thursday night about I was down at the Villages in Florida for their golf fest at the beginning of April. One of our customers who had the Pro 5X and Super Tags actually came to where we were to seek us out to tell me his success story of his club tags. Um, and his success story was he wanted to work on clubhead speed. So he went through the whole little um, spiel that we have on there about breaking clubhead speed down and what it does, and the tips and trades of that. And he worked on clubhead speed. And his next round, he went out and he increased his clubhead speed to where he wanted it to be by,
Oh,
I
that's
think he said
awesome.
6 miles an hour. He increased his clubhead speed.
That's great.
We have a session in here called Groove Session with the tags. It's in the device. It's called a Groove Session. So I have a big problem of going way past parallel on my backswing. So if I want to work on my backswing length, I can set up a Groove Session and set me some parameters in there where I want my backswing to be. I take 10 swings. If I pass those 10 swings, it'll now decrease it, right, and make it tighter tolerance for me for the next 10 swings. So it's got like a gold, a silver, and a bronze. You start at the bronze level,
That's
then you go to the
great.
silver level, then you go to the gold level, because we all know muscle memory is the key to a golf swing. So
That's
it helps you
awesome.
train that muscle memory.
That's
So
Well
awesome.
said. All right, we gotta wrap up, unfortunately. But Clay, if you can let the folks know where they can go to get more information, what's the website that they can go to either make a purchase or just gather more information? What's the website?
right, you can go to skygolf.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube has a ton of videos about our product and how it works and how it will work for you, whether you're a beginner, an avid golfer, or a professional. So
That's great, Clay. Thank
Something
you
for
so
everybody.
much. Wow.
All right, we want to thank our very special guest this morning, Clay Simpson from SkyGolf. Thank you, Clay, as always. It's always exciting to see new technology, and we really appreciate you coming on. And I know Cindy's going to look forward to getting some of that in her hot little hands as well. So, but on that note, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to catch us every Tuesday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern right here on the Riverside.fm. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, iGolf Sports, and subscribe, and you can see all of the shows, including today's show, will be up there shortly. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening to this week's Women of Golf show. Ted and Cindy wish to thank this week's special guests. Remember to join them every Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern, here on the iGolf Sports Network, or on any of these social media platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, TalkStream Live, and of course Spotify. To get updates on the show, you can follow the Women of Golf's Facebook page at www.facebook.com/womenofgolf. This has been a production of the iGolf Sports Network.